Alright, I'm gonna see if I can set a new average on this thing. It's gonna be totally fake and amplified because I'm going downhill. So just for fun, we have 65% of the battery, and as you can see, I'm at about 103 miles. The moon's pretty tonight, but it's hiding where you can't see it. So it was a good Thanksgiving here. Slept in pretty late. Had some good food. Came up here and taught some Kung Fu. Then I headed back down. Got some more food. Walked the beach. Gosh, this is a steep hill. Even in eco mode, I'm just accelerating down. Alright. Wonder how far you have to go before it starts throwing an average down. 39.6 miles per kilowatt. Told you that was fake. It's not going to stay anywhere. The best I've ever done is 6.5 miles per kilowatt, but my average is like 5.3. So this is fake stuff right here. This is called playing with the hills and the regenerative braking, giving false readings. But I thought it'd be fun to play around with this. Alright, it's already back down to 38. That's still pretty unreasonable, but it should. I don't know how long it will stay crazy going down this hill. It won't take me that long once I go back to my everyday normal driving to get it under 10. But it may stay over 10 this entire trip. Got a speed bump coming up over here. Alright, you're gonna get bored looking at that. Let's look what's out here. Can't see real good here either. It's nighttime, but I have good memories of night drives on country roads like this. Took a million of them with my dad, and then of course when I was young I took a lot of long road trips, and a lot of times it was on a big huge fast freeway, but often I'd be on little tiny roads like this too. Like almost all the roads in Canada were like this after getting out of Vancouver. I don't think that the camera picks things up very good. Back down to 51.1. That's so ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. I've never done a stupid experiment like this. So I've never seen make-believe doctored average 51. Oh my gosh. Even this car with its tiny battery would have such awesome range if it could actually go 51 miles per kilowatt. I think I'm all the way down to 18 kilowatt hours left on this battery, but at 50 miles per kilowatt, that'd be 900 miles range, even on this tiny battery. It's craziness. And it just keeps growing. It's like 55.5 now. Oh, the nonsense. Alright. Man, it was a great 3 days off I just had. Like Tuesday, I didn't have any Kung Fu to teach. All my students were busy working extra to get ready for the holiday weekend. So I just went to the aquarium, ate a lot of good food, lifted some weights. It was fun stuff. Then yesterday was great. drove up to Seafood Dave's and trained and got in some beach time. Then I got together with all the martial artists at the Wisdom Center. It's so fun doing stuff like that. I'm really happy with how things played out. It's really weird, like after I read all of Bruce Lee's books and really wanted to do Kung Fu, it's like all these random doors started opening. At first I met up with some great martial artists and started training with them, and then the more time and energy I put into it, the more people I got to meet, the more other martial artists I got to interact with. It's just craziness. It's like kind of like the thing you would daydream about happening when you were younger, and it's like real life. It's really cool when things work out like that. This is the same road that I used to have to walk up and down every day to go to work when I first came to this island. Because we started up in Makawa, and that's where I lived my first 4 months. And it took me about 3 months, I think, to get a car. So for the first, but I didn't have a job at first. It took about 6 weeks to find a job. So it was only about 6 weeks I probably did this, where I would walk up and down this hill. But it seemed like a long time because you didn't know when it was going to end. And 6 weeks is still kind of a long time to walk up and down an 8-mile hill every day to and from work. I remember the very first time I walked this, I didn't even have a job yet. I was totally free, and I knew that the ocean was down here, and I wasn't quite sure how far it was. I knew it was a while. Like, I knew it wasn't like super close. I didn't know if it was like 2, 3, 4, 5 miles. But it's crazy because on this hill you have this really good view. So I was still a long ways from reaching the bottom and being anywhere close to the beach when I first rounded a corner and could see the ocean. And it just kept teasing me the whole way. But it was still a really fun, beautiful, relaxing walk. It's always different doing something when you have the time off and you don't have to be anywhere. It's when you have all kinds of time commitments and stuff that things that take a long time get more frustrating. So you can see it's all the way up to 73.7 miles. It's so ridiculous. What did I start with? Like 65% battery? I'm guessing it will be at 73% when we get to the bottom. I think we'll throw about 8% on in 8 miles. I think that's about what we get on this hill. I like Thanksgiving because the roads are really deserted like this. I'm sure it's not like this everywhere. Too many places are too crowded, but Maui's not an exceptionally crowded place to begin with. We have our moments because sometimes we get heavy tourist runs, but most of the time it's not too bad. But definitely most of the time after about 9 o'clock, this island really chills out. Roads get really fun. And after 9 o'clock on a holiday, it's just really good. Right now it's only 8:55, so it's not very late. Looking at this road, you would think it was like 3 in the morning or something. We've only gone by, I think, 1 car since I started this video. Sorry I haven't been putting any videos up. I have been extremely uninspired. I love electric cars. I love sustainable energy. I love all of this cool stuff that we're doing. But, you know, I don't have a lot I feel like talking about. I watch a lot of things because it interests me, but then I don't really have any takeaway that I feel like putting something together and making it to share with everybody here. I figure most people subscribe to my channel probably are subscribed to the channels like Transport Evolved and Fully Charged and probably a lot of other ones like the Now You Know channel, Ben Solo's channel. There's a lot of good ones out there. I enjoy a lot of them, so I figure a lot of you do as well, which means there's really nothing I'm gonna tell you that you haven't already heard. So I try to think about videos I can do that involve this little island in my little car, and I'm pretty lazy and I don't come up with much, so sorry about that. This used to just be a random channel where I could do whatever I wanted, and I didn't have any kind of theme. I actually liked it that way. But I'm appreciative of everybody that came when I started doing the electric car videos, because I think I had like 14 subscribers or something before that happened. So now I have over 100. That's pretty cool, but still by no means very successful in YouTube land. But everybody I know that I've seen that has any kind of success, you can see the actual effort they've put into their videos. I'm extremely lazy. I don't edit anything. I don't have any good cameras. I don't come up with good ideas or script stuff. So pretty much reap what you sow. Oh man, I love living on this island. It's like late November and I'm wearing shorts, and it's gonna be 9 o'clock by the time I get home, and I'm just gonna get out of this car and be super comfortable. No snow, no cold temperatures, all this beautiful green everywhere. Get to go to the beach all the time. My house is close enough to the beach that when we get that big winter surf, I can actually hear the waves crashing from my house. But it's like kind of a distant roar, so it's real comforting and pleasant, and I enjoy it. It's not like it keeps me awake. Man, it's cool living here. And there's like a lot of things that worked out as a bonus. Like I had no idea that there was such a good martial arts scene here on Maui, so I have loved that. Where are we at now? 81.3. That is ridiculous. I wonder how long it's gonna take to knock that back down to something normal. I mean, you have to average it out, so I'm gonna have to drive at least 10 miles on flat ground to get it down to under 10, it seems like. That is craziness. Man, I can't imagine if this car could really get 81 miles per kilowatt. It would be so cool. What's that? That's like 800 plus 64. No, 640. Yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be like 1,440 miles on a little tiny 18 kilowatt battery. Silliness. Shut up with your low battery nonsense. We're almost to the bottom of the hill, and it's a good thing because this video is at 13.5 minutes, and like I've mentioned in other videos where I go off a little longer, I don't have any special privileges. I have that same 15-minute time limit that any other brand new creator would have. No special privileges for me. And looks like we're about to hit 14 minutes, so I don't think I may even make it to the bottom of the hill before this video ends. We're really close though, but the speed limits are slow, so where are we at? 82.3. And then curiosity, let's look at the battery. We're at 14 minutes and 20 seconds. I think we can see that. 73%. So yeah, that's 8%. I might have been off by 1%. We might generate 1 more % before we hit the bottom, but we're not gonna have time to show that because we are running out of time. Yeah, 15 minutes is like 10 seconds away now, so I better just shut up. Hope you enjoyed my silly experiment. I hope you you all have a good day.